So right now we are working on this Honda Civic Si. It came in for a correction, coating, and front end PPF. We've already knocked out the correction and polishing. I didn't get any footage of that, so sorry. Bear with me here. And now we have Lex and Angel working on the front end PPF. It's gonna get the hood, side mirrors, front bumper, and headlights covered, no fenders or anything like that. So right now they are prepping for the hood installation.
Okay. Hell yeah, true spray system, my hand. Cool, so we just finished up the hood. We're doing a bulk install. So we just went ahead, we tacked down our four corners, gave it a good stretch, squeegeed all our moisture out. So now it's really just a waiting game. I'm gonna go ahead, give this about a couple hours to dry out. Then I'll go ahead, I'll make my cuts all around the hood, hit it with some tack solution and just roll those edges over. And then the hood should be done after that.
So with PPF, it is entirely different than anything detailing related. Obviously, we have to prep the paints with wash, clay, iron, correct polish before we do the PPF. So obviously, you still need the detailing steps involved. But so for this one, with PPF, there's two methods of installation. For the most part, it's gonna be your bulk and then a kit. A kit just means you use a plotter to cut out the pattern of whatever panel you're installing it. So on this one, we are gonna bulk install the hood, meaning we're not using a kit. It's not pre-cut. You're just taking the film, putting it over the hood, and then cutting it out yourself. The front bumper and the headlights are gonna be kit installation, meaning it's already cut out through a plotter. We don't have a plotter, but it got cut out for us. And then solution-wise, right now, Angel is using his tack. So you have a slip solution and then your tack solution. Your slip solution is going to be baby shampoo and water. And then your tack solution is gonna be alcohol and water. And you're gonna dilute them. Now, slip solution is used during the installation process to allow the film to move around. And then your tack solution, as he's doing right there, is used on...
So our tack solution is just gonna activate the adhesive behind it. So any fingers that pop up or, you know, to lay down some corners, you really wanna go in there, get some tack under there and really get a nice hold. So this will dry out the PPF, allowing the film to stick.
So with the film services that we offer now, it's tint, PPF, vinyl, but that's why I say if I could start all over, if I could rearrange the order of services that we do, it would be tint, vinyl, PPF. Reason being is PPF, it's definitely the highest cost of entry because with the roll of film, depending, you know, how many you want or whatever, but like one roll of film, a 40 by 100 of like just your standard, like just privacy 20% is gonna be like $240 to start tinting, right? With vinyl wrap, if you're doing a full vehicle, depending the brand you choose and such, it could be like 500, right? As low as 500 to 600 for, depending on the size vehicle, what color, but kind of like $600 for a full roll. But with PPF, a full roll could be like $1,200, $1,600, $1,800. And because it's such a higher cost, you don't get as, like if you're gonna try something out, you wanna try it out and then keep it on there because the material itself costs a lot and it's meant to be a permanent solution. So like once it's on there, like you want to keep it on there. So as far as testing or practicing on more vehicles is a little more difficult than tint. Tint is super easy to get practice in because everyone wants tint and everyone needs to update their tint. Vinyl wrap is easy to get practice on because you could do like a ton of hoods and roofs because everyone kind of likes that effect. Or then you at some point you have to get into like wrapping full vehicles. But with PPF, I mean it's the material costs more, and if you want a plotter, the only like for tint you can get away with getting a smaller plotter because windows aren't that large, or the biggest thing you have to take into account is the rear or front windshield, right? Or it's a sunroof. But with PPF, if you want a plotter, you have to get like the biggest one because you need to be able to cut out all like a big door or a big bumper or whatever. So you need to get the largest plotter that you can for the most part, so it can be effective and cut out whatever kits you need. So the plotter itself, what's it called? The
GrafTech?
The GrafTech 7000, I think it's called 7000. It costs $7,000 for the plotter, and then on top of that, you have to pay for the monthly subscription to use the software that gives you all the kits. And then on top of that, it's obviously ordering the film. Now, the customer pays for the film, obviously, right? But that's still, customer facing. They're still gonna have to pay a premium price for the film, like for the service itself, accounting for the film. Yeah, it's definitely quite different to install versus like vinyl.
So being a PPF and vinyl wrap installer, in my opinion, I think it's way easier to vinyl wrap, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that PPF is slightly more difficult. And the reason is because with PPF, it does require some areas are gonna require some stretch. And at the beginning, you really start to struggle with, solutions, being able to get a good stretch on some areas, getting good tack points. That's something that can be very frustrating, especially when you have fingers or you just have pieces that just don't wanna stick or tack, especially when there's areas that require a really big stretch. Whereas vinyl, there really is a lot of leeway with the material itself. It's very flexible. You can definitely stretch it. So you can get away with a lot of the stretchiness and the glassing out portion of it, but with PPF, you really have to be spot on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say PPF is more difficult than vinyl for sure.
So this customer came in wanting to get his vehicle protected. His main interest was getting it ceramic coated, but one of his main issues was that he wanted to protect the paint from rock chips. Now, ceramic coatings does not protect the vehicle from rock chips. What you need is paint protection film. So I offered my client paint protection film for the front end of his vehicle to protect against those rock chips and hard abrasions. Once he heard that, he went ahead and booked in this full front end PPF.
So Lex ended up charging $2,300 for the full vehicle. A little lower, especially for PPF, but again, it's okay. Our prices will increase over time as we get more confidence and get more experience underneath our belt. But Angel is now, he already did the top part of the bumper, which you need the headlights and the bottom portion of the bumper. So it's coming out really good. The side mirrors are drying before we cut them. So everything's going well. We're on pace. We're gonna turn it in tomorrow, I believe. So it was $2,300 for the Civic, and then the customer also booked in his Mustang for a wash and wax, a correction on his hood, I believe, and he wants a ceramic coating, but he needs to get some body work done to the vehicle first. So I think that one is like 360, I believe. So over, I think just under 3,000 for both these vehicles. So I'm gonna end it right here. We're gonna wrap it up, and I won't show the afters because I wanna post this YouTube video. Thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you on the next one.